Like, I didn't use the glycolic acid. I didn't use any type of acid really on my skin. I used the Mandelic acid because it's a little bit more gentler on the skin, and I use it consistently. Like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be focusing on two products, and these products are the glycolic acid toner and the Mandelic acid. So if you really want to see or hear my comparison between of these two acids, continue watching and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So let's get straight into it. So today we're going to be focusing mainly on the Mandelic acid because I have so many videos that talks about the glycolic acid. Like, not really like so many, but like I have like 2 or 3 videos that focus on the glycolic acid. All right, but I'm just going to show you like some comparison between both of them because they basically do the same thing. Okay, all right, so we're going to start first with the Mandelic acid. So I'm going to tell you exactly what the Mandelic acid is, and I'm going to share with you some facts about the Mandelic acid. All right, so let's start with the fact that the Mandelic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid. All right, so the Mandelic acid is a alpha hydroxy acid, just like the glycolic acid. All right, the Mandelic acid comes from bitter almond. All right, so that's like a nut, but I don't think that has nothing to do with the fact that, you know, if you are allergic to nuts you can't use this, because I think the processing is like totally different. Okay, but it is from bitter almond. Of course, the glycolic acid is from cane sugar. Okay, they're both water-based, despite the fact that the Mandelic acid is a little bit like oilier. It looks a little bit oily on my skin, yeah, but it's water soluble. So it's water soluble. Yeah, so the Mandelic acid is water based. Okay, so here what the Mandelic acid, what I am going to tell you about the Mandelic acid now. The Mandelic acid is the molecular weight of the Mandelic acid is a little bit higher than the glycolic acid. The glycolic acid has a molecular weight of 76, I think 76, and the Mandelic acid has a molecular weight of 152.1. So what's the difference between both? One of them is a little bit more gentler and the other one is a little bit more aggressive. So it's just going to bulldoze the skin quickly. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know which one is is the one that's a little bit more aggressive, the glycolic acid. So basically, the molecular weight means if it's high, it means that it is less sensitive or less aggressive, I should say. If it's lower, it means it's more aggressive. Okay, so it goes deep into the skin and it attacks whatever the problem is quickly, or exfoliate in this sense. All right, so those are the difference. So you know that the Mandelic acid is going to be a little bit more gentler on the skin and it's going to be a little bit slower. Okay, glycolic acid, it's going to be faster and it's just going to bulldoze and all right, so both of these ingredients, Mandelic acid and the glycolic acid, they're found in cleansers, they're found in scrubs, toners, serums. All right, so they're both found in various, you know, skin cleansing or skin exfoliating products. Okay, so the Mandelic acid, when it comes to exfoliating, it's a little bit milder, so it's not as strong as, say, for example, a glycolic acid. So it's not going to do a lot of exfoliating. It's going to exfoliate, but it's not going to exfoliate like the glycolic acid, and it's going to take a little bit more time to really bulldoze or attack the skin the way the glycolic acid would. All right, okay guys, so we're gonna talk now about some of the things that you should mix with the Mandelic acid, because you should mix certain stuff with the Mandelic acid. One, you shouldn't mix direct acids, you shouldn't mix peptides, you shouldn't mix the EUK 134, that is an antioxidant, you should mix that. Mix any pure vitamin C with the Mandelic acid. Okay, what you can mix with it is you can mix a niacinamide, you can mix the caffeine solution, you can mix the ascorbyl glucose, you can mix the ascorbyl tetraisopalmitisol. You can mix any type of oil or hydrating product. So maybe hyaluronic acid, you can use that. Plant-derived hemisqualane, you can use that. But you know what I like to mix with it? Niacinamide. When I mix the niacinamide with it, the last time I used it, when I mixed my niacinamide with it, gave me good results. I had a little pimple right here. I mean, I still have a dark spot, but I'm telling you, like, for me, hyperpigmentation is a big thing. Like, dark spots don't go over, like, they don't go away like 1 week, 2 weeks. It takes like maybe 3 to 4 weeks before they go. This is slowly going, slowly but surely. Yeah, so that's it for my skin and the hyperpigmentation. But when it came to the pimple, I was able to use the Mandelic acid, and I didn't feel any sensitivity. If I went in with the glycolic acid on here, oh my gosh, that would burn so bad. It would burn so bad. Whenever I have like pimples, I cannot use glycolic acid because they burn so bad. They always burn really bad. But yeah, so the Mandelic acid, it treats like photoaging, it treats rosacea, it treats texture irregularities, it treats wrinkles and fine lines, it treats uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, all of that jazz, right? The glycolic acid treats texture, it treats lackluster skin, so it helps to brighten and so forth, hyperpigmentation too. All right, but it doesn't really treat or target like fine lines and wrinkles per se. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it doesn't really do that, to be honest. But it is really bulldozing the dead skin, and it is increasing the cell turnover. Both of them are doing that, like, you know, increasing cell turnover so that the skin can create new skin. What are some of the facts about the Mandelic acid? So the Mandelic acid is antibacterial, antifungal. It helps with scarring, and it also helps to prevent future breakouts. It is a mild exfoliant, as I said before, and it can be mixed with like acne lotions and so forth. The Mandelic acid can help with people who have like cystic acne. So for example, if you have cystic acne, glycolic acid is a no-no. It's not safe for your type of skin because you have an outbreak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to be honest, like, if you have cystic acne or an outbreak period, you shouldn't be using like acid. If you have a gentler, sensitive, cystic acne prone skin, I would recommend the Mandelic acid because it's a little bit more gentler, and you know, you have your problems, you don't want anything that's going to attack you like to the point that you're going to go into like your body's going to go into a shock. You don't want that, and then a lot of irritations are going to happen and all type of, you know, stuff that you don't really want. All right, so that's how the Mandelic acid is different from the glycolic acid. Okay, next thing is, if you have rosacea, it is perfect for that. Mandelic acid is excellent for that. Very, very excellent. Photo-aging skin, Mandelic acid is perfect for that. All right, and just like the glycolic acid, it is recommended that you use the Mandelic acid in the evenings because alpha hydroxy acid increases your sensitivity to sunlight, UV rays, and all of that. So when you're using, like any acid in general, increases your sensitivity, your skin sensitivity, all right, in the daytime. So you definitely have to use a sunscreen. Even if you use the acid in the night, when you wake up in the morning, make sure you use a sunscreen just for overall protection. Whether or not you're using extremely aggressive acids on your skin or type, you know, alpha hydroxy acid, beta hydroxy acid, day or night, make sure you use a sunscreen, period. You know what I'm saying? Always use a sunscreen. Even if you're not taking care of your skin, use a sunscreen. Even if you're a child, you're a baby in the belly, and you go under, use a sunscreen, because you don't want your skin to be damaged. You're not too young, you're not too old to use a sunscreen. Okay, so yeah, that is what I would definitely recommend for people with cystic acne. If you have any kind of breakouts or anything on your skin that is like open or inflammation on the skin, you shouldn't be using acid in general. Okay, so this is how the Mandelic acid is different from the glycolic acid. The glycolic acid is stronger than the Mandelic acid and it works faster. So if you want faster results, you can use this, but make sure that your skin isn't sensitive. Make sure that your skin can manage this bulldozer, this powerhouse. Make sure that your skin can manage it. Make sure that you're not a newbie to acids. Yeah, make sure that you use a sunscreen. Okay, if you have a more sensitive skin and you don't really want to use anything that's going to be too harsh for the skin, and you just want to calm down, you just want your skin to be calm, you don't want your skin to be inflamed and just red. If you're lighter than, you know, white, or lighter in like complexion, you don't want it to be red and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Go with the Mandelic acid. Mandelic acid is calmer on the skin, it's gentler, it's slower, but it's effective. The Mandelic acid is like a marathon. You know what I'm saying? It's not super fast. You're not doing it slow and steady. And when you get to the finish line, you did it. That type of feeling, yes, this is a Mandelic acid. The glycolic acid now is like a sprint. You just apply it and immediately you're going to see a result. Be my guest, whichever suits your needs, you can use. The reason why I am using this is because whenever my skin feels a little sensitive because of using a lot of acids, I tend to just, I don't use the glycolic acid. I don't use any other like acids that really penetrate the skin. So for example, if I use the peeling solution like on a Saturday, like maybe on a Sunday, I would use the Mandelic acid because it's not so aggressive. Yeah, so I would prefer using this, and when I use it by itself. So I don't really go in with anything. I just use the Mandelic acid and then moisturizer, go to my bed. So I got a little pimple, this one right here, when my skin was like a little bit burnt from the peeling solution. I used, instead of using I didn't use the glycolic acid. I didn't use any type of acid really on my skin. I used the Mandelic acid. I mean, it's an acid, but I use this because it's a little bit more gentler on the skin, and I use it consistently, like maybe like 3 times for the week. Saying I still wanted my skin to be treated, I still want to continue with my skincare regimen, but I didn't want anything that was too harsh or too aggressive on the skin. So I used the Mandelic acid instead. You know what I'm saying? And it felt gentler, it felt good. I didn't really experience any type of tingling or anything. My skin just came back and it just healed nicely. You know what I'm saying? And I used the Mandelic acid along with the niacinamide, so they were good together. In like a week time, my skin was back to its normal or usual self. I hope that you found you know, you found value in this little presentation. Don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, and share, and tell me what kind of videos you'd like to see. I have a lot more ideas, a lot more stuff that I want to share, so let me know what you want, and I will definitely, you know, prepare everything that I can.
Waking up and wasting time is all I